Hello there, I'm Katya and I want to make a quilted jacket like that. Are you with me? Keep watching! I saw this picture in the internet and I definitely want to make one for myself. So let's have a closer look at it. The jacket that I want to make will have a patchwork insert on the lapels and the same one on the collar. I will make the same contrasting fabric to make side details and also the inner part of the sleeves. I will not have a stand-up collar, only the plain collar. Every detail of my jacket will be quilted, and quilted in different directions. For the front and back pieces, they will be quilted diagonally. The lining layer of my jacket will be some bright color. As my main fabric, I choose this dress. This is next. The fabric is so nice and it has a little shining. And for the contrasting insert, I have this piece of fabric. First of all, I need to seam rip all the seams. Here I put my fabric on my pattern and I can see that it's not enough fabric to make a jacket. But I already fell in love with this fabric, so I decided to make a jacket for my daughter. Here you can see the pattern for the small jacket. My daughter is rather slim girl, so I need to make some corrections in my pattern. I just compare all her measurements with the measurements of this pattern, and I'm cutting off the extras. I made two pattern pieces of my front, because I will cut my outer layer and my lining layer separately. And the part of my lining layer will become the face of the lapel. You will see it later. So here is the lining front piece. Now I'm going to cut the part that will become a lapel. The other part of the lining front will be made of the basic fabric. I want to line and cut it. And the last part will be made of a lining fabric. The lapel itself will be made of several pieces of fabric. So I'm going to cut it into several parts. The same is for the collar. Here are my pieces of fabric and now I am going to sew them together according to numbers. Here is my collar and as you can see I am leaving a huge seam allowances. And here are my lapels ready too. I also gave it a good steaming. Now I want to make a beautiful top stitching here where the pieces meet each other. Here I made a pattern for that top stitching. Please also make some training before making a top stitching. I make it with a plain zigzag stitch with a very short stitch length. You need to find your optimal length and width of the stitching. But that's all for today. Bye bye!